Welcome back, you guys. It is the end of the year. 2022 was quite the year for us as far as building projects, developing the land that we are on. And so in this video, we just want to do a quick recap of everything that was done in 2022 as we look forward into the new year. We started the year doing something that we had never done before. We participated in a pantry challenge, which basically was 2 months of trying not to go to the grocery store and using and eating the food that we had already saved, preserved, canned, had in storage, etc. And that was quite the experience for us, quite the eye-opening experience for us, because we really were able to see how much we spend on groceries and how much of the food that we have that we just don't eat. And so forcing ourselves to eat those foods was super beneficial, and we'll definitely be participating again in the new year. Then in February, March, it's kind of a lull here. We really don't have a ton going on because the weather's still kind of cold, but we spent that time preparing the garden, getting our seeds ready, and really getting all of the systems in place so that when it came time to plant, when it came time to get in the garden, we were ready to rock and roll. In April, we spent that month largely doing similar tasks, but also we built our new firewood shed. This was a shed that we wanted to build so that we could eventually turn the old shed into a chicken coop, and we'll get to that in a second. But the new shed was closer to the woods, it was closer to the house, it had south-facing access so that the wood was able to hit the sun during the day and dry out a little bit quicker. And it just made things a lot easier for us. And so far in the first winter that we've been using it, it has been a great decision to make that shed where it is, how it is. And that was how we spent a large part of April. And then in May, June, and July, if you are a gardener, you know what time it is, because that was full on planting time. There were so many days that we spent hours in the garden planting, weeding the beds, getting them all ready, amending the soil, and especially in May, that first month, because we have a late frost time, we only have about 4 or 5 months of really solid growing here in Wisconsin, and we have to take advantage of all of the time that we have, all of the chances to plant. So we spent that month really just focused in on the garden, getting that all situated for our late summer, fall harvests. So fast forward then to the late summer. In August, we finished our garden. We spent over a year and a half really getting this garden the way we wanted it. Last year we built it, and this year we kind of put some accessory pieces on it and we stained it the color that we wanted. And so in August, finishing up the garden was perfect timing for harvesting the fruits, harvesting the vegetables, harvesting the potatoes, the garlic, the onions, etc. out of that garden. And it was just a nice way to wrap up the growing season. So then in September, we checked off one of the biggest goals that we had of the year, and that was to build our brand new chicken coop. What we ended up doing was taking that old firewood shed, and we took the metal off, the kind of old rusty metal that had a lot of holes in it and just was not in good shape. We took that off, we fenced in around the old firewood shed and to make it a run, a chicken and duck run. And then we put a new coop attached to that run. So that way, at all times, the chickens always have access to the outside, but they're protected. And we still let them free range, but this is just a nice solution for overnight when we are out of town, etc., that they can be safe in the coop and safe in the run outside at the same time. This was the biggest project that we had taken on our property so far. And like I said, it took about almost 2 months to complete when all was said and done from start to absolute finish. But it was the best, most rewarding project that we took on, and I'm so happy that we were able to get it done before the winter. And that is one huge box that we get to check off on our property. And now fast forward to November, and right now in December, it really is a slow time of the year. We take this time to kind of look forward to next year, take this time to really relax, take this time to dream and envision what are some of the things we want to accomplish next spring, next summer when it gets really warm, but also doing some kind of minor indoor things. There are a few projects that we're going to tackle this year on the inside. We're doing a couple things in our garage that just is not really that important to do, but when we are looking for projects to do in the winter and we want to stay inside, they're perfect for that time of year. So this year really was a building year for us, building the infrastructures that we needed, some of the bigger structures like the firewood shed and the garden and the coop. And we're gonna make a video, but I think next year we're really going to focus and hunker down on trying to grow as much food as we possibly can. A lot of the bigger projects are done, thank God, but now it's time to put those into action. It's really time to grow as much as we can. So this was just a quick video recap for what we accomplished in 2022. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to see future videos, if you want to see how we grow out this homestead, click subscribe. We will see you in the next video. Peace.